So the big news happening this morning, if you're interested, and it seems like a lot of people are, is a lot of news outlets, especially through the YouTube clips and how they title them, whether they're nationally known news outlets or independent ones or whatever, a lot of them are coming out and saying basically the same thing in their own unique way. And what they're saying is basically, like I was saying, apparently, you know, again, a lot of news outlets are saying in their own unique way that the Democrats are pretty much in panic mode right now because the one of the government ships switched sides as of last night or as of yesterday when the Virginia government ship went in the direction of the Republicans, basically of this Yugasin or Yogasin or whatever his name is. Basically, it went in his direction, and mainly it's because, according to a lot of them, he was focusing on what a lot of folks want to hear. He was focusing on the issues at hand in that state, like education, economy and stuff like that. And the Democrat guy was more like, hey, according to them, he was more like, hey, look at all my Democratic all-star political friends that are here to support me, and these are people you like, so come on down, Biden, come on down, Harris, come on down, Obama. And what that did basically was backfire in the eyes of the Democratic government candidate, whether he was the already established governor or not. It backfired because apparently, those that are talking about this, even recording little press conferences of others pretty much saying that Democrats are crapping themselves over this. It's mainly because, according to a lot of folks, Americans are now waking up and they're realizing, hey, maybe, voting in the Democrats into power for the next couple of years or whatever wasn't the best idea, that we had. And voting in Biden, legally or illegally was not the best idea. And now it's coming back to bite them, and they're realizing they made a mistake. And that's pretty much how a lot of news outlets are perceiving it. But why is this such a big deal? It's just a government race in one region, Virginia, New Jersey, whatever. What is the big issue? What's the big deal, right? Well, apparently the big issue, the big deal, is the Democrats right now can't decide on, they can't, unanimously decide on one thing over the other, because a lot of Americans are getting on them about the economy, prices going up, with gas, dairy, and all that, as well as the fact, and I mentioned this in my vlog yesterday, as well as the fact that there's a lot of Americans that are probably getting on them about this whole, now you got to dial one and then the area code and all that before you dial somebody, issue, which doesn't make sense, honestly, if you live in the same area code as the person you're dialing. So yeah, there's a lot of things that Americans are not happy about that they want to have addressed here, in the future by the Democrats, by the Senate, by the House, and you have the majority holders of the Senate and the House right now not doing that. They're not agreeing, basically, on how to solve the situation. They're not doing that, and instead, they're basically going back and forth. They're butting heads. And this is why a lot of these news outlets are basically saying that, hey, this basically is not going to look good for the Democrats, because of the fact that, if they let this, be seen, or they let this be known to a lot of folks, that those folks, those voters, the voters they would need to keep the positions in power, are going to vote them out. They're going to say, hey, if you can't get the job done, then we don't want you here. We'll go the other route. And that's potentially what could happen. I mean, like I've said before in a couple of videos, and others have said before in their own videos, 2022 is when you're going to probably see a major shift, in politics in Washington as well as in states, as well when it comes to governmentships on the line and state Senate seats and all that on the line. You're going to see a massive change. And that massive change could lead to the one thing a lot of people are projecting that, could potentially happen if the Republicans get control of the House and the Senate. And that is the fact that you could potentially see them attempt an impeachment of Joe Biden and potentially Kamala Harris, because they basically know and believe Joe Biden shouldn't be in office, as we speak, as the leader of our country, and neither should Harris, because a lot of them feel like what some people, some correspondents, reporters, journalists for various, news outlets have said, that the only reason she became the vice president or ran for the vice presidency along with Biden is because it was her own way of getting in and becoming the real president of the United States. So, a lot of Republicans share that same sentiment. And if things go the way they're projected to go in 2022, then Harris and then Biden and Harris, they better pay close attention to, what happens in the Senate and in the House, because they could potentially be out before the 2024 election year. And I think they know it. I think they realize that. So if I'm them, if I'm Harris and I'm Biden, I know that potentially is on the horizon. If I'm mostly Harris, because Biden, nobody knows exactly where he's coming from anymore, depending on your point of view. If I'm Harris, then I basically, advise Biden. I go to Biden and I say, hey, look, we need to start saying things that people want to hear us say. We need to take action that people want us to take action of. Even though, it's against what we believe in, we need to do it so that we don't lose our positions in power. That's what I would do if I'm Harris. I would basically suggest to Biden, hey, let's do what we feel is not right. Let's do that. Let's make the decisions we don't want to make and everything. And even though it would basically make us look bad in front of our fellow Democrats, let's make those so we could save our butts. That's what I would do if I'm Harris. But because if she doesn't, or somebody that advises Biden doesn't make that suggestion, pretty much what people are projecting and feeling is going to happen once the Republicans take over, the impeachment of Biden and Harris will become a reality. And that's a fact. That's a fact. And it won't just be them either. Because yes, from a political ladder standpoint, Pelosi would be third in line to be president. But obviously, they're going to make sure that doesn't happen by voting her out or even going after her. So again, if I'm Joe Biden, I'm Kamala Harris, honestly, I do what I can to make sure I don't lose that power, even if it means making decisions that go against what I said I would not support and everything, even if it means saying things and and making mandates and orders that I feel I don't correlate with what I feel should be done. I do that. I make those sacrifices, if you will, to save my butt. But yeah, this all stems from the fact that Democrats right now are not agreeing on a solution unanimously, and that basically this victory in Virginia, for this guy, this Republican, could be just the first step. Like, it's laying the foundation for what's to come. And a lot of Americans, fellow U.S. citizens, are starting to realize, like I said, that perhaps they made a mistake. Like, they're so desperate to get Trump out, they don't realize, oops, we voted in someone even stupider, someone even worse. Not stupider, but worse. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. And that's why, from what I'm understanding, this victory in Virginia is such a big deal, and being touted as such a big deal, in the favor of the Republicans, and in the negative direction, basically in the favor of Republicans and not in the favor of Democrats, because this basically is laying the foundation, according to a lot of people, those especially with political experience. This is laying that foundation, that first step for what a lot of people are projecting in 2022 to happen, and potentially what could happen after that 2022 election is done, when it comes to those now controlling the Senate and the House from a Republican standpoint, as far as, you know, Biden and Harris are concerned. But what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know down below. Comment during the live chat during the premiere, which hopefully you have. Like the video. Check out my Teespring store. Also check me out at BW Rose's discussions on all your favorite audio platforms except for Pandora. As well as check me out at BW Roses on VENMO. Also check out Patreon at BW Roses, as well as check out my Venmo if you want to help donate there as well. So until next time, guys, let me know what your thoughts are, and I'm out.